our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. And this isn't even going to be close, partner. The opening kickoff fails to reach the landing zone, so they're going to have to defend from the 40 to begin this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Jones trying the left side. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
It kind of seems to me like somebody was just kind of waiting for prime time. Brought his best out with the very first carry and's got us off and running.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down, and they go right back to him. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's caught by the rookie from Maryland. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Right up the gut. To the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 6-0 lead right away. All right, so a nice little drive they put together there in their first series of the season, partner, and the year begins on a high note with a touchdown.
Yeah, they'll be able to begin this season on a high note with a win. Well, they put more drives like that together, they sure will, but I don't know. I got that Pete Carroll just still bouncing in my brain. It's not how you start, it's how you finish, but you can't start much better than that.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. Good running here on 1st down as he works his way forward for about 8.
cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
On play action, here's Williams. Escapes the pocket. This is Loveland working the right side. And he's brought down at the line.
That's one of the dangers, Kate, when you're a quarterback and you string a play out like that. Defenders are so fast flow that it puts so many guys in the neighborhood of your targets that even if you complete the pass, good chance it's not going anywhere.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. It's McCarthy. He rolls to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. McCarthy going to keep it himself. They cross the 40. Nice run there. There he goes. Right sideline. Hits the 20. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 13-0 lead. J.J. McCarthy the touchdown.
Okay, we know it's hard for running backs to get runs like that in the open field to find pay dirt from that distance. Even more rare to see a QB get it done. I don't think that'll be the last time he totes it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Williams off the play fake. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped it incomplete on 1st down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. 2nd and 10 now. Williams. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He's got some air under this one, deep down the middle. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings up 4th and long. Torrey Taylor getting set to punt it once again. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Well, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision, that led to a post-snap first down.
He's got a gain of 6 there. Jalen Johnson with the stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
From the 42. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar button. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Looks like they're going option keeper on 1st and 10. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. Putting a receiver in motion. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. He's at midfield. The 30. Gets the 10. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6.
This offense had time to go through the 5 stages of grief by the time that interception reached the other end zone, Kate. Denial when they saw it picked up. Anger's return picked up steam all the way through to some reluctant acceptance that they just watched the celebration unfold in the wrong end zone.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears chuck the lead in half. It's down to 7. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. On the return, it's Rondale Moore. Juke the defender. Things going well so far. Past midfield, and he's got space. And a huge effort sets up his offense in a great spot on the opposite side of the field.
As quarterbacks, Kate, yeah, you'll hear us say things like our best friends are the blockers up front or the go-to receivers. But a returner who could give you a short field coming out just like that, well, he's someone maybe you take to dinner during the week as a thank you for that great field position.
It's him on the in route. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. The Vikings have played to an early lead. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's hold home on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's 2nd and 7. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Taylor again. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people, if you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. On the move, hit it right. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. That sure altered the throw. You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the track. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. Romp's right, first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Williams on the play action. Escapes out to the left. Big strike here to Moore. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
We feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays. Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that out.
Diving right side, got it! We got 24 yards on the play. And that's a Chicago first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Toss play, Swift. And he's stopped out at the 16 after a small gain. He made it 3 yards on the totes. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
From the 16. Going over the middle, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Swift, his intended target there out of the backfield. And that takes them to 3rd down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
3rd down, here's Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
For another Chicago Bears. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Williams from the gun. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that makes it 2nd and goal. Swift. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Third and goal, it's Williams. And he sails that one over the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win.
And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
These fourth down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
They'll give it to him inside. They'll cobble together a yard there. Leaving Nicolai the second, able to bring him down.
Gained a little bit there. Kind of feels like a gain of nothing. You know why? Because you're still playing with your backs against the end zone. No real breathing room. No margin for error.
McCarthy from his own end zone. And he won't find an escape. They converge and drop him for the safety. How about the big fella blasting through the middle, disrupting everything this offense was trying to do. Oh, baby.
You love when big men make plays, huh? I think you get more animated and excited. Like I do, I'm not going to lie. Huh? Yeah, they're doing their work. They're doing their job. So often they don't get all the headlines. They do so much of the dirty work. Not that time. He gets his headlines. He gets on the stat sheet. 2 big points for his defense.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. First down, Williams. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
2nd and 3. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. Again, it's Williams. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. From the shotgun, McCarthy. The Bears close it in, and they'll get him. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on 2nd down, a whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Downfield, he's got Hawkinson. They get 28 out of that play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And they score. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings will
traditional playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid.
It's no good. Flirted too far from the right uprights. They don't get the PAT. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
35-yard line.
One last play before the break. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Swift on 2nd down. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold it right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Forced out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt. Even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Fields this at the 19. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. It's McCarthy. Connects on the crosser. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Zay Frazier has it. And the Bears are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
I know he started the play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back. He looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road. Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
Check down into the hands of Swift. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Offense up to the line fast.
good for a Chicago Bears.
First down. Here's Swift. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Buys time, rolling right. Williams hit, that ball's out. And the Vikings have recovered.
Put a check mark by that one. You're going to remember that one, not just over the course of this game, but I guarantee you in the offseason when you're watching effort. That was all about effort. Backs pressed against the wall when you're down here defensively. And that's the type of play that coaches love to see from everyone on the roster.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Kevin Byard comes up with it. And the Bears are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Now, depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, Brock, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this second half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
And where do you think I'm looking, Kate?
Oh, I know. Where you been looking?
It's a miserable place to be as a quarterback, just knowing you're hurting your team, not even giving yourself a chance, giving the ball away.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
Chased out to his right. The back grabs it. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears chuck the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Has this at the 6. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. That one's caught by Jefferson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And the power play up the gun only results in 2 yards. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Vikings ball, working to carry this lead through to the end. 2nd down now, 7 to go. And they're going to That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down, ball at the 36. It's a design boot. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Second down, McCarthy to pass. Completed over the middle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. The Bears into the nickel for third down. Another throw here for McCarthy. He's got it near the 8. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. You should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. And maybe making some better judgment here as he takes a knee and accepts the touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. First and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Escapes the pocket. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And he'll get it up to the 44.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. On play action, here's Williams. Buying some time right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
I think I got the same thought bubble as all the fans in the stands with that one. You just got to tuck it. Don't try to force the issue. You're out there in the open space. Put your head down and go get the first.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. What a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
That's one of those situations where if you're going to call that play, you better execute it. Because if it works, well, you're a genius. But one little thing gets off. A little bit of penetration. You don't seal the edge, well, you're punting, and that play goes right out the window.
The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here on 4th. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
First down, they'll run. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. First down run, now's in 5, now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd down at the Bears' 23-yard line.
Another carry for it. And he's down close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Vikings looking like they'll start this season with a win. So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. The big kick is no good. It's well to the left there. And their lead will remain at 13.
Really, Kate, that miss doesn't change a whole lot about the game management here. The only thing it does is provide a bit more momentum for the offense, running out in need of 2 quick scores.
First down throw by Williams. Here's pressure, and he's dropped by the Vikings. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
16 at the 23-yard line.
Trying again, following the sack. Escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Oh, this has been a tough series. Sacked on the first down play. Forced to throw it away right there. An awfully difficult 3rd down now staring you in the face.
Throwing now. On the move, headed right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long. And on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Hands are tied. Got to have it on this 4th down. Desperation time here. Trying to push it deep downfield. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did. They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season.
I'm in a tunnel, foot on the gas. I see these demons, hoping I crash. All that I wanted, like the last laugh. Gotta move fast, get to the bag. I saw the signs for so long. Just a reminder to hold on. Ain't gonna cry or go home. Stay strong, yeah. Walls keep closing in, closing in. I keep going in, going in. See that I'm gonna be the first, but they praying that I won't let. And you know that I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better.
Football is back. I'm Scott Hansen, and this is the new EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 1 of the 2025 regular season. Lots to get to.